Come on, don't be afraid, Verlander. Give Conforto something to hit. Were you afraid he might hit another dinger? Come on, right here. Put it right there. Thank you. Here we go. Just early, good. Oh, I was so excited that I fouled it off. Oh, man, that's... Hey, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another New York Mets franchise mode, episode number 61. The run total is pretty different, but the hit total not so much. And that shows you that I got out of some big-time jams. And I think a real unsung hero from this game definitely was Jeurys Familia, who got me out of that bases-loaded one-out jam that Justin Wilson had put me in. And getting that double play, I'm pretty sure it was against Bregman, that was really huge because I didn't think he was going to come through at all, and he did. And that kept the game close enough to where we really were able to go off late. Guys like Conforto and J.D. Davis really were the difference makers and led to a really nice victory there. So the next game, we got Marcus Stroman going up against Justin Verlander. Oh boy, it definitely is never quite easy. I'm not sure why their rotation is set up that way where you have Greinke and then Verlander. If anything, this should be the other way around. I was thinking that since I got Greinke, I wasn't going to get Verlander, but you know, that's what happens when you assume you get Verlander. So, I mean, since we are facing such a good pitcher, and everyone still is pretty rested, like Ramos could use a day off, but I highly doubt that tomorrow's opponent is as good as Verlander. So I need my best lineup out there possible, and we're just going to roll with it. Obviously, Marcus Stroman, not my best pitcher. Him and Mats have been duking out for my worst pitcher. And it's probably more so me than them, especially when I had to do some stuff that was more release-based, like meter. I really couldn't time their releases at all. Putting it on pulse has helped. Putting the ball trail mark has helped as well. And just trying to locate the spots the best I can. I've definitely struggled to throw strikes with Stroman and Mats. That puts me in bad accounts where I walk batters or I hang pitches over the plate. And then all of a sudden it's game over. And definitely giving up my fair share of long balls with both of them. So definitely hoping for something better here. I got a pretty good outing from DeGrom yesterday. So I'd like for Stroman to follow it up. And he's probably going to have to since I am facing Verlander. I'm not really going to have probably a big lead for him to work with. So definitely got to be focused here. Going to be leading off against Michael Brantley. First pitch from Marcus Stroman is going to be a sinker. And he swings at it on the ground. 2 outs to Stroman, who really needs to raise, get on his high horse, and does for the first out of the ball game. Okay there. That would be really unfortunate if on the very first pitch Brantley hits one on the ground. You know, I pick it up and everything, but then he beats Stroman in the bag. That would not have been the best way to start. 2-2. Slider in there, outside corner, strike 3. Nice when you could throw a slider for a outside corner strike and then hang it over the middle for a home run. And Yordan Alvarez hits that one on the ground to Rosario, fires over to first, and the inning is over. So after the 1-out dump from Alex Bregman, Stroman able to settle down and pitch a nice, clean, scoreless first inning. Okay, so going up against Mr. Verlander. He has a really good ERA in the virtual season. Usually has a really good ERA in the real seasons as well. One of the best pitchers in baseball. Jeff McNeil is going to swing at that first pitch. And he's going to hit it up the middle. And it gets right past Correa for a leadoff base hit on a good okay. I moved the PCI a little too far to the left, but as long as I get a base hit, that's all that matters to me. 1-2 from Stroman. And now Altuve hits down on the ground. I'm only going to try to go to first here. I didn't want to risk it. Altuve has speed. I didn't want everybody to be safe. Had to at least get 2 outs. This way, just 1 out away from ending the inning. The 3-2 from Stroman. And that one's hit into right field. Conforto is there. That will end the inning. Oof, definitely was a close one there. You had 200 score position with big Yordan Alvarez at the plate. Able to get out of it. Third part of the day, time to try and bunt somebody over. Stroman gets that one down, and that's a good one. That easily get Rosario over to second. And a successful bunt there. I'll take it. Finally. McNeil drives that one out to right center field. Perfect, perfect. That one's going to be over the wall. It's out of here. I really thought that was going to go off the wall since it was a line drive. But it just snuck over there to give us that extra run, which I will definitely take because a double there is 1 run. A home run is 2 runs. So that definitely is the ideal outcome right there. Nice job by Jeff McNeil being aggressive as always. It's a lot easier to see the right-hander when you are left-handed, just the way the ball comes in. I could get a better read on it, and McNeil just cracks it out of here. And I use McNeil a lot because on my Diamond Dynasty team, I use his diamond all the time. You know what I mean? Like, all the time. So I definitely have his swing down pat. If I get some pitches I like, I'm not overly aggressive, and it's against right-handed pitcher, I like my chances there. And McNeil able to drive it on out. Nimmo gets a fastball right down the middle. That's a perfect, and it's out of here. I was taking there. I actually took my left hand off the controller because I was like, I'm not going to move the PCI. I'm taking until something's down the middle. I'm like, wait a minute, that's down the middle. I better swing. And all of a sudden, 109 off the bat. An absolute missile from Brandon Nimmo going back-to-back with Jeff McNeil. And the New York Mets extend their lead 3-0. Now, Brandon Nimmo, not the most prolific of home run hitters, but the one weakness in Justin Verlander is his home run rating. And I feel like that has a lot to do with just the way the baseball was last year. If you look in this game at all the top pitchers, Verlander, Cole, DeGrom, Scherzer, all of them have low home run ratings because everybody gave up home runs. So if baseball does come back this year, I am so curious to see what the ball is going to be like. And will home runs still be a problem? And all of a sudden, will, like in MLB The Show, these pitchers like a Verlander and DeGrom and all these guys, will they have better home run ratings because of it? So I think that whole dynamic is really going to change the way the season goes. And will somebody like Pete Alonso be able to hit 50-something home runs if there's a different ball? Would Josh Bell and Eugenio Suarez and Jorge Soler hit so many? I think all that is also going to be interesting to look at. It'll also help you be able to better evaluate these players because when I reacted to the MLB Top 100 ratings, there were so many Minnesota Twins on there, and all those guys hit over 30 home runs. And it's like, first of all, that's supposed to be a ballpark that's kind of hard to hit home runs, especially out to right field, how tall that wall is. So I want to see a different baseball. How are those twin hitters? Because then we're going to find out just how good those guys are, because a lot of them are really, really young, and this is the first time we saw them do, numbers like this. So we want to see if that's something that they could sustain and do consistently. And he plunks Robinson Cano right in the buttocks. Not a fun place to get hit if you are Robbie Cano. And unfortunately, not a lot of charges him out. I mean, just look at the replay where this one was. Oh, man. Actually, it might not have been his butt. It might have been like his hamstring. Could that be the hamstring he tore? Could he be trying to explore a weakness of Robinson Cano? That would be really messed up to do. Guy comes back from tore hamstring, boom, just plunk him in the hamstring. That would not be nice. Come on, don't be afraid, Verlander. Give Conforto something to hit. Were you afraid he might hit another dinger? Come on, right here. Put him right there. Thank you. Here we go. Just early, good. Oh, I was so excited that I fouled it off. Oh, man, that's not cool. That should have been another homer. Ball four. Oh, he's afraid. Come on, don't be scared. Oh, I hate when they do that to Conforto because they know what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to hit a homer. There's a double play ball for Rosario, who boots it. And then oh my, Rosario, he's just so frustrating at shortstop. He makes so many errors. And like, I was just trying to get rid of it because, here we go. Here's another chance. Alonso, Rosario, back to Stroman, double play. Doesn't even matter. Okay, able to get it done anyway. Just like any old Mets game and Mets team, they try to make it more sketchy than it needs to be. As Mr. Mets showing you his dance moves. And you know what, is that something we're going to see? Like, are we going to see Mr. Met dancing on on top of the dugout? I wouldn't count on it. So again, like, that's another little element of baseball that we are losing, even if it does come back. So that's unfortunate. At least we do know that the NBA is coming back, so that's good. At least it's something that we can see on a pretty consistent basis. We don't exactly know how long it's going to be. You know what I mean? Because the NBA was kind of coming to a close anyway once the whole, sports put on hold happened. But I'm just glad we're going to see something again. And hopefully it's just a good sign that, all the other sports can come back, because then we know hockey's probably going to be back. And if baseball could just get their money sorted out, we could get that back as well and really be in good shape here. It was big that I was able to get that bunt down with Stroman last time, only because when McNeil hit that home run, and Stroman is going to reach base here as Gurriel tries to field the bunt with the bare hand. That was a very weird animation. That's the first time I've seen that. And all I know is if that was me playing and Alonso did that, I would be screaming. But, yeah, it's just nice that Jeff was able to get extra run there when I hit that homer, because if it was the usual nonsense where I can't bunt and into a double play or something, McNeil never really got a chance to really get that extra run. And he won't either if I'm swinging at stuff in the dirt. 1-2. Verlander, are you serious? He gets a nice little bloop, of course. Another 3-2. Altuve hits down on the ground. Rosario with a backhand. Cano. Alonso, double play, inning over. I can't believe I got out of it. Marcus Stroman able to get a lot of double plays this game. That's really helping us escape so many of these jams. And the thing is that since Marcus Stroman is a sinker ball pitcher, he does attack low in the zone. That's where his bread and butter is. He tries to get hitters to swing at stuff that looks like it's going to be a strike and then drops, you know, into the dirt or whatever. So since he stays low, I'm trying my best to do that. Keep the ball low, keep it on the ground, and make it into double plays. Which is why, I mean, if you have a guy who is a ground ball pitcher, you would like a little bit better of a middle infield defensively to be able to turn those double plays and not boot them like Rosario does. But you know what? Again, it's the way the team is constructed. Alonso gets a slider right down the middle. Good, good. Robbie Cano gets a pitch right down the middle. I was early. Oh, my goodness. Robbie Cano drives on out to deep right field. Perfect, perfect. And that ball is out of here. Going up by the bridge. That was a bomb from Cano. 456 feet. 111 mile per hour exit velocity. And the New York Mets extend their lead 5-0. Only Cano's 8th jack of the year. I definitely have not been hitting a lot of homers with him, but I mean that was a big one there. That you just see the stats on it. That was probably maybe my longest of the year. I'm not sure. I have no idea what it is, but if you guys know, let me know. I feel like that probably is. But good to see Cano get going every now and then, able to drop the PCI down. Thank you, Demetrius, for zone. And that's able to extend our lead, and it's why it's very important that I've been able to get out of those jams with Stroman, because I believe that's someone for me who is very emotional when I play. The better I pitch, the better I hit. Because if I pitch well, I'm calmer, I'm not as all worked up, I can focus more on my hitting, and it leads to more runs. Armenteros, my buddy, is coming in to face me again. All right, I thought we just got rid of you, but all right, here we go again. I mean, they're giving me the Barry Bonds treatment right now. I'm trying to keep my home run streak going, not giving me anything to hit. There you go. That's what I was looking for. That fastball is driven out to deep right field. Good, okay. And it's out of here. Michael Conforto keeps that streak going. He goes back-to-back with Robinson Cano. And the New York Mets extend their lead 6-0. When it was good, okay, I was like, I don't think that's going to get out here. But, I mean, Conforto just keeps hitting those home runs. I'm trying not to think of the streak too much, you know what I mean? Because then I feel like I'll press like I do with Alonso and just completely mess up. I'm just waiting for my pitch, you know what I mean? Like, I saw the way they were pitching me, giving me absolutely nothing to hit. So I said, you know what? If they're going to walk me, they're going to walk me. But if they're going to throw it down the middle, I'll be waiting for it. And that's exactly what I did there. That was my approach. And at least the home run gets over Michael Brantley's glove. Rosario takes that one opposite field. It falls. J.D. Davis, I'm actually going to wave him around to the plate since Brantley's banging into the wall. And that will be an RBI single from Eddie Rosario. The New York Mets go ahead 7-0. So definitely nice hitting there by Rosie, just going with it. Marcus Stroman was able to bunt over Rosario twice, but can he bunt over Wilson Ramos? Looks like he can if we can stay down third base line, and he does. Look at Stroman, just a bunting expert right now, getting it down all 3 times. Very nice to see. That was a perfect bunt right there because since Ramos was going to third, you need the third baseman to come up, and that's exactly what he did. McNeil drives that one out to left center. Good, good. Springer range it back on. He's got it. Going to be able to send Wilson Ramos. I mean, that one was by the wall, so able to bring him on home. It is 8-0 New York. I mean, that's why those bunts by Stroman are so big. They're getting us these extra runs and RBIs for McNeil. I mean, it's really nice when you have such a good hitting leadoff hitter to where the bunt is like a no-brainer. This way, you really could just give him opportunity to drive runs in, and that's what McNeil is doing in this game. But with no DH, not going to be able to do it anymore. So just something interesting to think about. Here's the 1-2 from Stroman, and Springer lines that one into left field. J.D. Davis is there. Inning over. Marcus Stroman day is over. He is yellow. We're up 8-0. No reason to push him. We're going to go to the bullpen, and I'm not sure exactly who to go to. I'm thinking Wilson only because we know that they're going to go Stubbs, Reddick, and then Brantley. So it's 3 lefties in a row. So I feel like that's the time to use him. But yesterday he did not do a good job against. Actually, we have to face Correa first. So, I mean, that's a problem. But other than that, he wasn't really able to get it done last time. I'm going to give him another try and pretty much the same method. Like, if he doesn't get it done, then I'm just going to go to Familia. All right, so literally the same thing as yesterday. After I walk Brantley, I'm going to go to Familia to face Bregman again. And this time, I'm going to double switch. This way I can also put Marisnik in the game and have him bat ninth in case I want somebody to go multiple innings. 2-2 from Familia. Struck him out. Ramos is just going to step on the plate with the bases loaded. I never thought of that. If there's a drop third strike and the bases loaded, the catcher could just pick up the ball and step on home plate, which is a lot smarter than throwing it to first base because you just never know what's going to happen in case there's a bad throw or, God forbid, the first baseman dropped it or something. But Familia able to escape another bases loaded jam. Not going to say that's his role going forward, but he's just got it done in this series, so I'll definitely take it. And you know what? I mean, since we're just going to do the same thing as yesterday, now we're going to go to Brock. You know, let's just keep it going, and because it worked yesterday for the most part, so we'll just try it again, especially with this lead. I mean, no reason to waste Lugo or Betances or Diaz, especially when there's not an off day tomorrow. We got more series coming up, so let's save them for then. McNeil drives that one out to left field. Good. Alvarez ranging back, looking up, and it's out of here. Jeff McNeil going to the opposite field to extend the New York Mets lead. It is now 10-0. I didn't think that one was going to get out just based off where the PCI placement was, but I didn't move it at all. One, because that pitch looked pretty middle, so I didn't want to like over move it and not hit it at all. So I figured just let me take a swing at it, able to just drive it out there. And McNeil is such a good hitter that he can do that. He could go any part of the ballpark. He's not really a guy you could put a shift on because he'll just go right with that pitch. Even if it's not a full swing, he's willing to do a half swing just to get the base hit, which is what I really like about him. I like that kind of a player, just someone that is really hard to get out. McNeil, he doesn't strike out as much as a lot of these other hitters do nowadays, so definitely is what you would consider a throwback player, and I'm all for it because I like the old baseball where like striking out was a big deal. Now it's like, whatever, you struck out. Alonso gets a fastball right down the middle. Good. Springer at the wall, jumps up, and it's out of here. That one had so much hang time that George Springer was literally standing at the wall waiting for it. Took his jump, but that ball gets over there. Pete Alonso leaves the yard. Has kind of been a while for him. I definitely hit a lot at one time. And I was just getting a lot of base hits with him lately. They were line drives, but this one, just using that power and that launch angle to get under the ball and drive it out. I mean, Pete Alonso, such a prolific home run hitter. You know that he's bound to just keep hitting more, especially if he gets good pitches to hit. I was surprised they gave me a good pitch like that so early in the count because even though I haven't been hitting home runs lately, the average is still up, so they're still avoiding him pitching. See, look how long George Springer was waiting for that ball. Couldn't grab it, but definitely nice to just keep on tacking on. And now they have to go to another pitcher going all through this Astros bullpen. The Astros are down to their final strike. The 2-2 from Paul Sewald. That one's hit on the ground to Alonso. Takes it to the bag himself, and the ball game is over. Put it in the books. I tried to get cued going to Paul Sewald one more time. Just barely able to get out of it. Gives up a run so we don't finish off the team shutout, but it's okay. As long as we get the win, that's what matters. I didn't rage that much, I'd say, so that's always a plus for me, honestly. Just try to, keep my sanity and live a little longer, you know what I mean, and not get too aggravated and get my blood pressure up. Don't want to break things or anything like that, so all that is good. Really nice outing from Stroman, going the 6 shutout innings. Not what I expected because he's not one of my better pitchers, at least for me. I haven't done that well with him. So it was good to get it done here. A lot of big-time double plays to escape jams. Again, I mean, look at how close the hits were, but the runs, again, were like such a huge difference. So it is very important to drive in the runs when they are on base. I will say getting all those bunts down were also important because of McNeil being able to drive in 5 runs. I mean, to have your leadoff hitter get 5 RBIs is really nice to see. I mean, we had a bunch of guys go yard in this game between Nimmo. McNeil hit 2 home runs. Alonso 1 yard. Cano 1 yard. Conforto 1 yard. So when you put that all together, you get a really nice win, able to beat Justin Verlander. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment. What do you think about the Mets and the Astros and DH and basketball coming back and all that fun stuff? Subscribe to keep up with everything going on the channel. It's a nice thing to do. Makes me feel a little better. Makes me happy on this cloudy day. And until the next one, be safe, be smart, be healthy, and I'll see you then.